you. My name's Alan. I live in Denton. I have a question for both of you. If elected, what will you do to improve the firearm laws in the state of Texas, other than vote for any legislation that's made it to the floor? And furthermore, I'd like to know why Texas is so far behind with their gun laws in states such as Arizona or Montana. Thank you.
Who goes first?
Whichever. So who'd like to go first? Just switch back and forth.
We can do that. I would say we're behind in gun control legislation, or it's a funny way to put it, we've got too much gun control legislation here in Texas. We have too much gun control legislation here in Texas because we don't have a legislature that's willing to stand up and say, you have a right to own and bear your arms as long as you're not committing a crime. You have the right to defend yourself and those around you. It's not a matter of just voting for the bills that come onto the floor. I've been down in Austin for the last several sessions, working through the process, testifying on bills before committee, watching how it works. We need people on those committees. We need people like you down there testifying before it and letting the people down there know that we will not let them continue to take away our rights to defend ourselves and our families. My wife's at home with 6 kids. Who's protecting them right now? Smith & Wesson and my 14-year-old shotgun that he just got. Thank you.
I come from a long line of sportsmen and hunters. I have helped on the parking lot gun thing, on the campus carry. I'm fine with the open carry. This last session, when we were talking about guns, I took around a chart. I gave it to the governor and the lieutenant governor, and it was a chart on what Americans die of. And the longest, here, the bar chart here, was oddly enough, tobacco. The startling one was the second thing, was medical era. And then you go way down here, and at the very bottom was gun violence, homicides non-gun, and then even half of that, a tiny little blip, was gun violence. And so my point was that we were having a national discussion, and people are scared to death of guns, but more people probably get killed by baseball bats and hoes and rakes and knives. So it's a thing that we need to educate, and we are so lucky as Texans.
Hi.